David at Awesome Autographs and More, back with episode number 167. Today we have 5 TTMs and a purchase, which I better bring up here. There we go. Okay, let's get started. These are TTMs that came in yesterday and today. First off, we have a 1 of 1 success in 31 days from Mr. Ron Guidry. It's a really nice looking card. I want to say it's 84, sorry. 1984 Topps All-Star card. Oops. Mr. Ron Guidry. Again, 1 for 1 due to his 1 card per request limit in 31 days. Next up is a 2 for 4 success, pretty much because I botched this up, because I did not know he had upped or set his fee now at $20 per card. So I got 2 for 4. He signed 2 and sent the other 2 back unsigned. And included this note from Mr. Burt Blyleven. Talks about his prices for everything, blah, 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 and there is the reference to his website for those of you that are interested. I'll leave that there for a second and to the bottom, which gets into the more unique things. I can't imagine sending all these pieces of equipment and things to these guys. I would think going through the mail, you'd want to limit it to the easier things. In addition, I got a nice little sticky note to the card holder that I sent the cards in, which he did not sign. Wrote it in his handwriting, presumably, but did not sign. But cards from Mr. Burt Blyleven, and he put those 2 cards in the penny sleeves for me, which is very nice. And then these were the 2 cards I sent that he did not sign, which is okay. Again, I just wasn't aware that the fee was now $20, so that takes care of that one. We move on to a football return. This is a 3 of 3 return, and before I go any further, Mr. Blyleven was 2 of 4 in 16 days, in case I didn't say that. This one is 3 of 3 in 14 days from Mr. Brad Hoover. Nice card signed. I think those were the only 2 I had. And then included this autograph card, which he signed nicely as well. Okay, next up is a 5 of 5 success in 16 days from former Major League pitcher, Mr. Mike Mussina. And with a draft pick, 1991 score draft pick, 91 upper deck, rate, I forget what they put there, top prospect, 1991. And we have 1993 Leaf, do like that set. And we have a Fleer and a Topps. We got a selection of Orioles and Yankees there to represent his career. I think, those are the only two teams he ever played for. Unlike some other players where the list goes on forever. Next, last but not least, is a 4 of 4 success in 26 days. Very, very good signer, Mr. Dave Justy. We have 2 Houston Colts and 2 Pittsburgh Pirates cards. Now look back into the cards I had of his, and actually those are the only 2 teams I have represented, and he in addition to those 2 teams, pitched for St. Louis, Oakland, and the Chicago Cubs. So I'm going to have to get busy and pull together some cards of those other teams for my next submission to him or request to him, which will probably be end of the year at the earliest. Try not to send to these guys that sign for free more than once a year. I think that's getting a little bit too much. Not to mention there's so many of them out there. It takes me a year to go through the cycle of players. Okay, that's it for the TTMs. So thank you to the athletes for their autographs. I have a purchase from ABC Unlimited, a couple of cards to kind of finish out some collections, if you will. Before I do that, I remind everybody that we have the February giveaway going on, which is on, I gotta look it up. I'm gonna say it's like 164, but I'm not positive, so I don't want to say that until I'm done, because I'm sure I'll be wrong. No, I was right. Episode 164 on my channel will have all the details for the giveaway for February, which closes on Friday, I believe, 14th. Yep, we closed it on Valentine's Day this month. So if you want to get an entry in, go ahead, check out episode number 164, and follow the instructions to get entered into the giveaway for this month. Now, the ABC Unlimited purchase is a little bit unique because I went after a few things that are not quite... I didn't even expect to go after some of these, but I was able to pick some of these up at a really, 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 really low price. So we had a couple of Darryl Ackerfelds. And that finishes out a page for me on him. And given the fact that he has passed away, I don't think there'll be any more additions to that page. And then next up, we have Ike DeLock. It's a 1957 card for my set. Well, yes, I'm collecting the set, but I'm collecting the set of raw cards, not inked up cards. But when I can get one that's inked up, I grab it, especially if it's not that much. And then once I start collecting a player, I like to have a few of them in there. So next up is Dick Rote, which I do have a couple of other cards of his, but I saw this one, and given 1957, I grabbed it. And then this one as well, which I think is like 62 or 63. Okay, I was off. 65. Those old cards get me all the time. And then we found a 1957 of Bob Skinner. and Bob Tewksbury. Greg Walker, I think we have a few. Oh, no, that's it, just one. Thought I had a couple of his. Okay. Frank White. Jimmy Williams, needed that one to finish out a page of cards on him as well. Craig Wilson, I think there's a couple of them in here. Rick Rona, a few of his as well. Joel Youngblood. And George Zuverink. I can't really explain why I picked up these cards, other than the fact that in working on my 1957 cards, he was the first one I got, both unsigned card and signed, so I figured I needed to get a few more autographs of his. And if these were available and very inexpensive, so I grabbed them. And that is it for today. Thank you guys for watching the video, listening to me ramble, and hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.